What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Straight to the point. If your car's shaking at higher speeds, if you're taking a corner and your car's swaying and it just doesn't feel tight, it feels like it's loose, then you're gonna wanna have to listen to what I have to say here. So let's get into the shop. Let me show you some things that you can do and show you some of the things that we've done in the past to make them things work. Let's get right into it. Fellas, it ain't no secret. These cars are getting older. They're getting more expensive. Things are going wrong with them. They've been beat up. They've been abused. They've been raced. They've been used. Let's get over here and talk about what I got to say today. So I got a couple things I want to show you guys that we want to talk about today. With Dad's car that I figured out we had an issue with last week. One thing you guys noticed that we did all the control arms to bring up the speed, and on the bushings and the rear axle, and we ended up netting a really good 60 foot, but the car does still twist a lot and bend a lot. So that's telling me right there that we got to get into subframe connectors. But there's also another problem that we're going to be having this week that we're going to fix that I'm pretty sure probably would have got me or netted me that 1190 pass that I wanted to make in this car. And I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. It's motor mounts. Motor mounts are a common issue when it comes to Fox bodies because you got the factory original motor mount is a two-piece design. It's got one metal plate that bolts to the engine, and then it's got this monstrosity of a rubber block with a bolt sticking out of it. And those things are constantly torn. So I'm gonna tell you right now, doing one mount at a time with my dad's car, if there's not something you're learning from this, change your motor mounts. Now, convertible mounts are pretty good too. That's what's on here, but let me show you this. I also shot a video earlier last week that I was gonna put in something else, but I felt like we need to talk about it here with this. These motor mounts, the torque boxes, the torque box reinforcements. Fellas, we're ripping our Mustangs apart. And if you don't pay attention to them at 30 years later, they're just gonna fall apart even worse. So they need to be reinforced at this point, whether they've been sitting or whether they've been driven and beat on like Dad's car. Before we bring the car up, I decided to go ahead and dig through my stash of motor mounts, and I ended up finding me a really nice set of good used Prothanes. These are just your normal left-right Prothane. We're gonna be sticking these on this week because I just gotta go up there. Let me just put it up. So if you haven't noticed, if you can get your car up on a jack stand or whatever, you could actually physically see your motor twisting. Another thing to look in for when you're looking for your motor being twisting is looking in for your harmonic balancer starting to protrude. This is like for a whole nother video, but I'll sneak peek it right now. You know, this is something good to talk about because this thing can really kill your harmonics. You could see my motor, if you were to go up top, my intake literally is sitting off to the left of the passenger side. Now, what you normally get on Mustangs that have power, especially ones that, you know, that launch hard or driven hard on the street or whatever, the motor starts to, you know, the motor mounts really start to just break apart. Like, it don't matter what it is. Dad's car has the convertible mounts in it. I put them in there when we dropped this motor in, because you remember Cousin Fred blew the last motor up. So this is a junkyard motor that we had out of one of our Fox bodies in the back, untouched, but it's okay. You can see it's a convertible mount, right? And this one's kind of bent a little bit, but it's kind of tore up a little bit. It's seen its age. But look at my passenger one. It's completely broke. Look, it's completely broke off. This is a problem with Fox bodies that needs to be fixed. You have to correct it by either putting aftermarket motor mounts on, solid motor mounts. Now you combine that twist right there, that torque, and you combine that with bad control arms and loose torque boxes and no subframe connectors, and your car is gonna ride like shit. Like, it's not gonna be tight at all. You've been warned. So what we started to do with Dad's car, one mod at a time, is we did those control arms and bushings first. And we're talking about the torque boxes. You know, we were talking about the torque boxes in the other movie that I added to this. I'm going to be putting subframe connectors on that run up the rails. and motor mounts. Along with motor mounts, obviously trans mount too, but you can see how twisted the motor is. Look at that trans mount. We already put one here. So what's that mean for you right now? This is raw data, boys. This is raw, beat up data that you're not really gonna see without somebody making cut clips or whatever. This is beat up parts that I'm showing you right now that need to be replaced. That's gonna make a huge difference. And then we're gonna spend our time on the motor mounts. We're gonna spend our time changing the motor mounts over. We're not gonna worry about torque box reinforcements just yet because we just got the control arms in, but we're gonna put the subframes in it. And I'm pretty sure just putting better motor mounts on and subframe connectors isn't exactly a thing that's gonna make me go faster. It's a thing that I'm gonna be able to hook the car better. It's gonna do a better 60 foot, and a better 60 foot means it's a better time. Because 113 miles an hour is pretty much 1190 or whatever. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about with the control arms, and I'll do the best I can. Right here's the torque box itself. Your main torque box problems are right here in the back. There's this lip, okay? These are a few spot welds here, and it holds this box in place. That's where they start to go bad. And then there's all the way up in here. So you need to get under your car and look to see if this is pulling away or falling apart. Another spot you need to look for is right here, right in the front. This whole torque box is basically just sits here spot welded in. So how the reinforcements work is they go up in here and you drill them. They actually get bolted to this bolt, and there's 4 holes, and it drills through the floor and it gives you some support here. Now up top, it's kind of a little different animal. Up top, they tear right at the sheet metal. They just literally just tear from the floor. It's bad. And the torque box reinforcement actually goes inside. Now, that was just a quick reference to show you that if you don't know what ripping torque boxes mean, that's where they rip at. They fall out of their spot weld seams and they just start flapping on the ground. Simply putting that reinforcement in will just help your car not rip its torque boxes out. So what do we have coming up next? I bought brand new lifters, Ford Racing Motorsport lifters, and I've also planned on doing the GT40 Explorer intake, which we've already got ready to go, and then go ahead and change the lifters because I know it's got a small, one of them lifters in there taking a little bit. So, and it's been like that for a while. So I mean, this is when it was last year, it was ticking for the long, you know. That's about all I had for you today. Guys, you've been warned. These cars are 30 years old. They need to be reinforced. I love my Mustangs, all of them. They need to be fixed and reinforced at this point. Subframe connectors, torque box reinforcements, motor mounts, control arms, bushings, trans mount, and you don't even have to stop there. You can do your bushings here on your control arms and your K-member and tighten them up, or go to a tubular. I mean, the car just drives completely different at that point. So if you guys enjoy my Fox Body content and enjoy my channel, I keep it real, I show you real, I install, I brake, power, I do it all. I'm not here rambling, but today I was rambling and I'm sorry. Just trying to show you guys raw shit that's going on. I want to make a shout out to all my membership, my club membership people. But if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Let's get it.